I had another dream just since the last recording, and I don't know, I was on some high up, like balcony type place, and the boards I was standing on had been moved a bit. And, well, first of all, I didn't like the way that I realised that there's only boards and metal bars that are between me and obviously had some major drop below, and several stories. I thought this was very unsafe, and I think I vaguely had in the back of my mind someone has not taken care to keep the boards where they're supposed to be. If you stand on the end of a board, then of course your weight can cause it to flip up and you disappear into the void. But I mean, this is quite a concern in the dream, of course, very real, as dreams are. And then I realised that, the boards were actually resting on some sort of plastic crate, which itself was overhanging, and the boards were overhanging that, And I just go, my gracious me, this place is lethal. Now, why should I have such a dream, and what might it mean? Well, perhaps I'm best to interpret it, since it's my dream. I think it might be that other people that you mix with can leave you at great risk. And that's foolishness. You need to be selective. I don't mean be horrible to them, but in some sense, do be careful who you're in fellowship with, who you mix with. Just in kindness to your own safety. Some people are dangerous, not intentionally. They're just, if you like, negligent or less concerned about safety than you would be. And if you don't need to put yourself in such risk, well, don't do so. Now, in the dream, of course, it was very much in physical terms, although I was in the spirit, of course. It wasn't a physical reality, was it? But it was a dreamt reality. And we in what we call real life here in the universe of change and uncertainty, and physical matter and time and space and so on, we can put ourselves at risk in physical ways, but also in spiritual ways. And it seems we should train ourselves to avoid such where we most reasonably can. So, you don't kiss the dog's face in case you do pick up some infection, or in case the dog bites you. You don't deliberately keep creatures close to you that are quite reasonably a bit unreliable. I mean, a dog is not trained like a person. And you don't keep persons close to you that, well, don't nurse a viper to your bosom. I think it might be an Old Testament saying, but it's certainly a saying. Take all reasonable care. Don't live in squalor. Don't court danger. Don't rush when you don't need to, especially. Realize that rushing causes misjudgment, bad decision making. I don't mean burden your life, but be reasonable with regard to what you truly value at heart, and reflective, so that at times you think, I might give up, I don't know, for argument's sake, coffee. It is a drug, and perhaps that sort of drug's not good for me. Or perhaps I'll cut it out majorly, only drink coffee socially when I'm out. And then, of course, at some other time you can say, well, perhaps tea is better. Actually, I'm not sure how much better tea is. I don't drink either personally, but, but a cup of very weak tea at times I'll say yes to, because, it's sociable and they want to give me a hot drink. One cup of weak tea is not going to kill me. It's not likely to stir some major addiction in me, as far as I know. So, I'm largely fruitarian, but not obsessionally so. I can be flexible at times. I'm just vegetarian at times when I'm out, I don't cook. I think cooking probably wrecks the food, which puts your health at risk. But occasionally, it's, cold weather and I want something substantial and warm. Well, I'll cook myself something. It's probably just steamed vegetables and, an avocado with it or something. Or it might even be a, lentil type soup. But, that's not a problem. I don't think flying in aeroplanes is really ideal. Would I never ever do it? Don't think that's the case. But I haven't done it for about, since I went to Bangalore, didn't I? When I was with my last wife. And I went to see my then parents-in-law. And that was very good, but I wasn't keen on flying. You can't walk though, can you? You could go by boat, I suppose, but not sure as that was feasible given the cost and so forth. Perhaps I didn't really need to go and visit them. But still, it seemed right at the time. Quite simply, take care, love. Don't put yourself at risk. How would someone who loves you feel about you doing this? Well, now you know how God wants, what he wants. How much more, in a sense, does God want you to take care? Reasonable care. Bless you.